Emily, how's Mom doing? Is she holding up okay? Thanks for checking in. She looked a little worn out today, but she ate fine, so nothing major. I see, thanks. I've been swamped. Barely have time to swing by. So I kind of end up dumping it all on you. You're seriously saving me here. Keep looking after her, okay? No worries. I'm helping out without pushing myself too hard. Today we put on her favorite radio show and chilled with some tea. Classic you, Emily. Mom must have been all smiles. You're a total lifesaver. Thank you for saying that. What matters most is just making that time with her count. Yeah, that's a relief. Oh, speaking of, she called me the other day. She was like, when are you coming over again? I'd love to, but between work and home stuff, I'm stuck. Honestly, maybe I'd do better if I were there, but yeah, not happening right now. Margaret is super chill most of the time, and I can handle whatever pops up. Today I checked her temp and meds, and she was all smiles. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, Emily. Oh, and didn't she ask you yesterday to tidy up the room too? She randomly comes up with stuff like that, so it's kind of a handful, huh? Yeah, but I just handle what I can. I'm not overdoing it, so it's cool. Oh, that's solid. Just keep having fun with her, alright? I'll hit you up right away if anything changes.
Emily, I'm glad we got to go for a walk today. The air felt so nice.
Yeah, your steps were steady. Your face looked healthy, and honestly, you looked like you were having a good time. The flowers we saw along the way were pretty too.
Oh, that little white one, right? I wonder what it's called. I can check the book later if you like. By the way, Karen called me again, going on about cleaning, shopping, all that stuff.
Again? So typical of her.
She's like, I'll just leave everything to Emily. Totally fine dumping it all, even though she doesn't lift a finger.
Don't worry. I'll handle things, and I'll make sure to go at your pace.
Seriously, Karen is something else. We're here every single day. She could at least stop by once in a while. But no, she's always busy with trips and dinners with friends.
I guess she lets her easygoing side shine through because you guys are family.
Maybe. Guess you're right. Emily, I'm really grateful you're here. Lately I felt so much calmer.
That means a lot to me. I enjoy spending time with you too, and when you smile more, it lifts me up too.
Not that I'd ever say this to Karen's face, but because you're taking care of things so well, I can actually feel at ease. Just don't push yourself too hard, okay?
Thank you. I'm not overdoing it, and if something comes up, I'll reach out right away. How about we sit back with some more tea and just relax?
Yeah, let's do that. I want to hear more about our walk.
Hey, Emily. Sorry for the late reply. I haven't been able to reach out. Oh, hey, Karen. I'm just glad I finally got a hold of you. I was worried something had happened. Emily, my bad. I did see your message yesterday, but I just couldn't reply right away. Actually, I'm in the middle of that Florida trip I've been on forever. The beach is gorgeous, the food's amazing. I totally lost track of time. No worries. If you're traveling, it makes sense you couldn't answer right away. Still, this really threw me for a loop. I never imagined Mom would pass so suddenly. I was all excited about this trip, but getting that kind of news just kills the mood. Anyway, we'll be flying back the day after tomorrow, so till then, I'm counting on you. Wait, the day after tomorrow? I thought you'd be coming back right away. The trip schedule runs through tomorrow, and the flights are already booked. So we're set to come back the day after tomorrow, and we'll be there by night. But your mom just passed away, you know. Margaret was your actual mother. So how can you even think about putting a trip first? And what's the big deal? It's not like Mom's going to come back to life if I rush home. And hey, I came all the way out to Florida for this. Cutting the trip short would be such a waste. So I'm going to enjoy it till the end, and then head back. The funeral can wait till after. But still, you really plan on just carrying on with your vacation? I can't believe this. She just passed, and we've got a funeral to prepare. Honestly, it feels super irresponsible. Don't you feel any need to show some respect for her at the end? Oh, come on, Emily. You're seriously relentless. Once I've made up my mind, I don't change it easily, so just drop it. You're killing my vibe here. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. It's just thinking about Margaret, I couldn't stay quiet. Still, though, Emily, you really had it rough, huh? You took care of Mom at home for 15 years? Most people couldn't stick around that long for someone who isn't even their own parent. And it's been, what, 6 years since my brother, your husband, passed? Yet you kept doing it all this time. I mean, it's like you're way too dutiful, almost overly loyal, you know. Walking away halfway just wasn't an option for you, huh? But hey, isn't caregiving kind of the daughter-in-law's job anyway? So quitting halfway through just wasn't on the table. Well, for me it wasn't about duty. It just came naturally. Margaret didn't need full-time nursing, and she didn't meet the requirements for a facility either. Plus, she was shy with strangers, so even with in-home nurses, she barely opened up. She could only get the bare minimum of support. With both her husband and my husband gone, Margaret would have been all alone. I couldn't just leave her like that. And honestly, both Margaret and her husband treated me like their own daughter when I had no family. So part of it was just wanting to give back. That's why I don't think I did anything special. For me, it was simply the right thing to do. Oh, wow. Is that so? Impressive, really. I got to hand it to you. But hey, all that ends today, right? Now it's just the funeral and all that prep stuff keeping you busy. Yeah, there's a lot to get ready, and we'll need time to sit down and talk things through. We'll also need meetings to sort things out. I'd feel uneasy without going over all the details. Meetings are fine, but isn't there something way more urgent? Like packing up, moving out? That takes time, doesn't it? Huh? Moving out? Sorry, I don't really get what you mean. Are you talking about organizing Margaret's stuff? Like her mementos? And what are you talking about? I can't let some outsider go through Mom's stuff and inheritance. That would never happen. Be serious. Oh wait, so that's what you meant. Emily, you're not seriously thinking you'll just keep living in that house, are you? Caregiving's over, which means you're done. You're out. The house and the land you're in, all of it belongs to our family, not you. Once the funeral's done, sorry, but you'll need to pack your things and leave. Wait, what? You're actually throwing me out right now? This is the home where I spent all that time with Margaret, and nothing's even sorted yet. This is just way too cruel. What's with that reaction? Don't tell me you actually thought you'd end up with the house, the land, and all the inheritance, living it up without lifting a finger? You really thought 15 years of caregiving meant you'd walk away with everything? That's hilarious. No, that was never why I took care of her. I only did what I could so she'd be comfortable. I never once thought about living rich off of it. Listen up and listen closely. Okay. Dad's gone, my brother's gone, and now you've got no one left to stand up for you. And you two never had kids, right? Which means I'm the only one legally in line for the inheritance. Everything Mom left behind is mine. Isn't it just ridiculously straightforward? I can't just accept that so easily. No matter how hard you worked or how much you devoted yourself, it doesn't count for anything here. As the daughter-in-law, you've got zero inheritance rights, not a dime. Only the kids, their children, parents, or siblings can inherit. That's exactly what the law says. So, too bad for you. All your effort, all your tears, they mean nothing when it comes down to this. Well, maybe that's what the law says. But honestly, how can you just kick me out like I'm not important anymore? I spent all that time with Margaret. Those days mattered to me. I gave my all caring for her, and now it feels like none of it counts. Margaret must have felt safe with me by her side. To be honest, you're done. Used up. You were nothing but a caregiver, nothing else worth a damn. At my brother's funeral, when I kept insisting you keep taking care of Mom, that was all just so the responsibility wouldn't land on me. Thanks to you, I never had to lift a finger, and now I get to enjoy the inheritance stress-free. Having a pushover like you, living in your little fantasy world, really worked out for me.
This is unbelievable.
How can you even say something like that? All I ever did was what I thought was best for Margaret. So everything I gave, all that effort, was just to be trampled on?
I really don't get why you put it this way.
Excuse me? Oh, come on, this is just reality. If you're bitter, blame the people who made these laws. Or blame yourself for never having kids, huh? So hurry up and start packing. Get yourself ready to leave this house clean and empty. Oh, but make sure you handle the funeral prep and cleaning up first. No half-assing it, okay? That's your last job as my mom's daughter-in-law, so don't slack off. Until that's all wrapped up, you can stay there for now, but after that, you're out. I'll sell the whole property and cash it all in.
You're even planning to sell this house? Do you have no heart at all? This is the home your mom lived in for decades, and you just turn it into cash? How can you do something like that? For our family, this place isn't just an asset, it's full of memories. To throw it away like that?
How can you say it so easily?
At least think about what your mom would have wanted.
Heart? Oh, please. That doesn't get you anywhere. Just look at you right now.
You don't have to go that far. I really did give it everything I had.
Ah, well, great for me. The $750,000 inheritance is all mine.
What? All of it? Really?
Finally, I get to do whatever I want. Maybe I'll go on some luxury trip abroad. Who knows?
But when I think about what Margaret would have wanted, it just breaks my heart.
Oh, I can totally go all out shopping too. Maybe some fancy lunches while I'm at it.
Wait, are you really just going to spend it all on yourself like that?
Anyway, see you at the funeral. Make sure everything's cleaned up by then.
Hey, Karen, can I talk to you for a second? Sorry to bother you on your trip, but there's something I need to say.
What now? I'm busy. Come on, hurry it up.
It won't take long. Can you just hear me out for a minute?
Fine, but keep it short.
It's something I really have to tell you.
Come on, what is it? We were just about to head to the beach. So what is this about? Why all of a sudden? Can't it wait until I get back tomorrow?
I'm really sorry, but this can't wait. I have to tell you today.
Is it really that urgent?
Yes. I think if it's delayed, it could cause problems. I wanted to tell you in person, but...
I see. All right. So what is it?
Well, while I was making arrangements for Margaret's funeral today, an attorney suddenly showed up at the house.
Huh? An attorney? Why? What does a lawyer have to do with a funeral? Did something go wrong?
That's what I thought at first too, but no, that wasn't it. It turns out Margaret had left a will, and the lawyer came to deliver the contents to us.
What? I had no idea Mom had given something like that to a lawyer.
I didn't know either, but apparently she officially had it filed at his law office.
She never mentioned that once. Since when did she even do that?
I don't know all the details, but the attorney was the same one who handled things when your father and my husband passed. So maybe it's been kept there ever since.
Oh, I see. So what did the will actually say?
The contents, honestly, I'm still shaken up myself, but I thought I should tell you right away.
This is kind of freaking me out. Wait, does this actually affect me too?
Yes, it directly affects you too. That's why I needed to let you know now. The will clearly stated it. To sum it up, all of Margaret's assets would be left to me, her daughter-in-law.
What? What the hell are you talking about? That's a joke, right?
No, it's real. The money, the property, this house, and the land, even her savings. Everything was written to be passed down to me. So, legally speaking, I'm officially recognized as the one who inherits her estate.
What? That's insane. That doesn't make any sense. Daughters-in-law don't have inheritance rights. Normally, no. But through what's called a bequest, the law allows someone to leave assets to anyone they choose, even if they're not blood relatives. If there's a valid will, what's written in it takes top priority, which means I do have the right to inherit.
No way! That has to be fake. There's no way I'm buying this.
No, it's not fake. The attorney already confirmed everything. The will was drawn up as a notarized document with official seals and witnesses. There's nothing invalid about it.
I just can't believe it. There's no way Mom would go behind my back and do something like this.
I'm sure she had her reasons. Even for me, this isn't easy to process.
Why would it be this way? I'm her daughter. So how does everything go to the daughter-in-law? I can't accept that. There's no way my own mother's entire estate goes to an outsider.
The will spelled out her feelings very clearly. She wrote that while her daughter Yu rarely came home, barely helped, and kept asking for money while running around, all the responsibility of care fell completely on me, her daughter-in-law. Margaret always felt lonely because of that.
What? That's just your twisted interpretation. There's no way Mom thought that.
No, those aren't my words. They're in her own handwriting, in her will. She stated clearly that it was the daughter-in-law, not her own daughter, who worked tirelessly for years taking care of her. That's why she made it clear she wanted to leave everything to me.
What did you just say? There's no way something like that should even be allowed. I can't believe the nerve of you, acting so smug just because you're the daughter-in-law. Besides, all that caregiving? You just did it on your own, didn't you?
It wasn't just on my own. It was what Margaret wanted. I even cut back on work so I could be with her almost every single day. I cooked her meals, helped her with her baths, took her to see the doctor, and even stayed up with her at night. While you only showed up a few times a year, Margaret's words of thank you were what kept me going.
But still, there's no way you get everything. I won't accept that. Wait, what about my reserved share? Even with a will, I still have the right to do that, don't I? At least half of it should still be mine.
The attorney already explained about that. But remember, you were getting monthly allowance money from Margaret, weren't you? And when you built your house, she helped pay the down payment too. By law, those lifetime gifts get subtracted from your reserved portion.
What the hell? Those are normal things between parent and child. Counting that against me is totally unfair.
It's not unfair. It's what the law says. Plus, I covered a huge amount myself for Margaret's medical bills, supplies, and travel costs. She understood all of that, and she made sure to include it clearly in her will.
Fine then. I'll call it $375,000 as payment for your caregiving. But the rest of the inheritance, I won't back down. Half of it is rightfully mine.
I understand how you feel, but that's just emotion talking. In the end, it comes down to the law and what Margaret wanted. After subtracting the lifetime gifts, the amount you can actually receive is about $75,000.
What? Hold on, you can't be serious.
Yes, that's the official calculation. The tax accountant gave me the same explanation.
Unbelievable. You're saying I only get that tiny amount? How is that even possible? I'm the one who took care of Mom.
Excuse me, but most of the caregiving was done by me, wasn't it?
Well, I have my own reasons. But still, only $75,000 left for me? How does that make any sense?
I know it's a shock, but legally, I'm entitled to receive the remaining $675,000 in assets, including the house and land.
This is ridiculous. It's way too unfair. Why should some outsider like you get more of my mother's inheritance than I do? You're basically robbing me of my own family's money. Give it back.
Robbing you? Please don't accuse me like that. This is all completely legitimate and legal.
Then just renounce it. If you're really in the same position as an heir, you can give it up, right?
No, I won't give it up. If I handed everything over to you, you just waste it all on yourself.
What? Are you calling me a reckless spender?
I'm only stating the facts. I plan to use the inheritance for Mom's funeral and memorial services. I can't hand over something so important to someone selfish and reckless with money.
What's your problem? Why does the inheritance go to you and not me? You're just a daughter-in-law, basically a stranger. How can you end up with my family's estate? Mom treated you better than me, spoiled you, and now you think you're somebody? And on top of that, you're stealing my money right out from under me. What the hell is this?
It's because Margaret trusted me more than anyone else.
Listen to me. I'll never accept this. It's outrageous. It's unfair.
I understand how you feel, but this is a legal process, and it's final. There's no way to overturn it. So instead of fighting it, I ask you to calmly accept the reality. Now, I have a meeting to attend regarding the funeral arrangements, so if you'll excuse me. A few months have passed since then, and I've slowly gotten back to a calmer life. Thanks to the help of my relatives, Margaret's funeral went smoothly, and I was able to say a proper goodbye. At the funeral, Karen caused a scene about the inheritance, but because my relatives firmly stood by me, it never turned into a bigger problem. After hearing the attorney's explanation and confirming that the will was officially valid, it became clear that I was legally entitled to inherit. Karen stormed off, saying she'd claim her reserved portion, but after that, she never reached out again, and in the end, I received about $675,000. I've been using that money for memorials for Margaret, her husband, and my husband, as well as for maintaining the house and covering living expenses. Because of that, I've been able to enjoy quiet time on my own, reading, taking walks, and meeting up with friends more freely. Looking back, when Karen said she wasn't loved, it was just her imagination. In reality, she had received about $160,000 in support, so clearly, it wasn't like Margaret didn't care for her. Now, in my everyday life, I also take time to reflect on Margaret's memory, and I've been carrying on her favorite hobbies and routines. Every time I think about her, I recall her sweet words and soft smile, and it fills me with warmth. I've also been able to clean and organize the house at my own pace, and I feel like it's become a more comfortable place to live. I've strengthened my relationships with friends and neighbors too, and it's given me peace of mind. Looking back, all the drama and selfishness from Karen is something I can now accept calmly, without being shaken the way I once was. I hope that someday she'll realize the truth and feel some regret. But for now, I finally found my own sense of peace. From here on out, I just want to cherish calm and steady days, and keep building more moments where I can smile in peace, carrying the memories of Margaret and my family in my heart.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.